The ICC's decision is outrageous, unlawful, and dangerous. Israel has a right to defend itself, and the ICC's rogue actions only enable the terrorists who seek to wipe Israel off the map. These actions threaten Israel, but left unchecked, they could pose a threat to the United States in the future.
The International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for alleged war crimes in Gaza. Let's bring in Rabbi Chaim Mentz from the Chabad of Bel Air here in Los Angeles, Israeli Special Operations veteran Aaron Cohen, along with the founder and executive director of the Lawfare Project, Brooke Goldstein. Thank you all for coming on. Brooke, to you first. You heard the Senate Majority Leader-elect John Thune there talking about the ICC. It is preposterous.
Absolutely. It's Orwellian, and it's really great to be here with you tonight, Trace. I'm actually joining from Chicago, where the Lawfare Project just announced a representation of the 2 students that were beaten viciously at DePaul University. And I want to tell you something. There is a direct link between the lawfare attacks we are seeing at the ICC, at the International Court of Justice, and at the United Nations, and the violence that we are seeing against Jewish students and Jewish people, frankly, all over the world. Because what is happening is the weaponization of the international legal system, which is framing Israel's self-defense as an international war crime, which we know it is not. And it creates this pretext for these fake social justice movements, which we know are just pro-terror movements, to then project their hatred of a foreign government, Israel, on Jews just for being Jews. And that's leading to the delegitimization and the violence and the hostile environments that we are seeing on campuses throughout this country. Yeah.
Aaron, to you now, because it looks like they are close to ceasefires, maybe in both against Hamas and Hezbollah. And I'm wondering if you think now, as they're pressing, the Israeli, the IDF are pressing to get in and get the jobs done.
Yeah, it's a good question, Trey. So, even though President-elect Trump doesn't speak Hebrew and he doesn't speak Arabic, like I've always said, which means he speaks the language of the Middle East. And Iran and Hamas are terrified. The moment he got elected, everybody threw up the ceasefire flag. So, but I can tell you this, and I just got off the phone with a friend of mine from the Shayetet, which is the Israeli SEALs, a lieutenant colonel, has been in for 35 years. It's very kinetic right now. Israel just neutralized 3 terrorists in Jenin, just outside of Jenin, in a very dynamic operation. And so it is very busy right now. Nothing is stopping. However, I do believe that Israel's military objective is going to be to trim as much of these hedges as possible so that in the event the brakes are pulled, there's going to be at least a nice buffer to help quiet things down.
Former Israeli cabinet member, the headline here is Times of Israel, ex-Justice Minister Ayelet Shaked barred from entering Australia amid fears of incitement. It goes on to say, Rabbi, Shaked was denied a visa because she might incite discord. The act used to prevent her entry stipulates that people may be barred if it is believed that they may vilify a segment of the Australian community. It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Just like the International Court is trying to dehumanize Bibi and the Jewish people, here you're having, once again, Australia dehumanizing a Jewish person that if you just come in, you're going to make a disruption of what's good here in Australia. The most important thing that people must know is just like they went after Trump, they now are going after Bibi. But just like Trump, who has 9 lives, Bibi has 9 lives. He's not going anywhere. And this is the last thing they can do is try to bring him to court, which is a phony court.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. Now back to you, Brooke. I want to read this, the Fox News headline, Jewish families decry rampant anti-Semitism by California school district in lawsuit. In a vocabulary matching test, students were instructed in California to define Palestine as a country that was formally recognized by the United Nations in 1947. He also claimed the same class included definition of Hamas as a political party continuing the fight against Israel. And this is happening all over California, Brooke.
Yes, and just as we see, Jew hatred disguised as political and legal advocacy in the International Criminal Court, now you're seeing Jew hatred disguised as some sort of progressive educational program. And what needs to be done is a total rehaul of our educational system. I am so encouraged by President Trump's willingness to say that he is going to cut off all federal funding for violation of Title VI at our schools that are happening right now. And we will work tirelessly at the Lawfare Project to ensure that the civil rights of the Jewish community, especially Jewish students and Jewish professors, are upheld, and they are deserved of equal protection under this law. It is absolutely outrageous.
But Rabbi, I mean, these teachers' unions in the schools in Los Angeles are dealing with this again and again and again, this anti-Semitic behavior.
Follow the money. See where the money's coming from. There's a lot of money coming from Qatar, a lot of money coming from Iran, and I got to tell you something. It has already been documented. There's a lot of videos of it, that there is money to go and teach our little children that Israel is not a good place, the Palestinians is the right ones, and our schools are failing. So you choose advocacy or education.
Lastly, Bernie Sanders tried to get certain weapons denied to Israel. He's been knocked down on that. But it seems like, you know, there's this push to stop this, stop giving weapons.
But Bernie has been beating that drum for the last year, and he's been successfully shut down time and time again. I feel like he represents such an extreme fringe element of the left-wing radicals. And you know me, I don't get political, but the fact is Israel needs weapons. Israel needs to defend itself. Israel needs explosives. Israel needs JDAMs. There's 7 fronts that Israel's fighting right now. Bernie needs to sit down. He needs to cool his jets a little bit and let Israel continue to handle business.
Don't forget the Aaron Cohen Show on YouTube. It's great. You got to watch it. Aaron, Rabbi, Brooke, thank you all.
I'm Steve Ducey. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.